day. All right, hold on. All right, so welcome guys to another stream. Um, but something hit today. The Saints actually improve. We're gonna talk about that on the show. On the show. Um, did the Saints improve? I don't. I think they improved. Don't get me wrong. And I like the additions we made. So yeah, I think we improved. I definitely think we improved. So now we're gonna take a deep dive. What up, Jerry? I was letting you know, Jerry. If you want to join the stream, you gotta go to my community tab where if you click the link with your phone or whatever, you can join the stream. But yeah, I'm just letting you know if you want to join the stream, it's in my community tab. It's the last one I just posted. So so back to the question of time. Did the Saints actually improve? I think they improved because the New Orleans Saints, they got Chase Young, great signing. Um, they drafted well. They drafted key contributors. Ooh. Um, so yeah. Um, hey Jerry,
What's up?
what's up? Just talking Saints football.
Of course.
Yep. But back to the question, right? So the Saints, did they improve? Yes, they did. How
Mm-hmm.
much did they
They did.
improve? We have to see. Um, I think drafting Kool Aid will definitely improve. Even if we do trade Lattimore, I still think our secondary won't be a complete fall off as if we didn't trade or didn't draft Kool Aid. So, Jerry, how do you feel about this team improving?
I agree with you, Mike. They are improving.
Yeah. So the Saints, look, are they going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. But I think that they can compete with Tampa Bay for that division. Um, I feel like the Saints are an under the radar team as they have been since Drew Brees retired. Even in Sean Payton's last, we were still under the radar team. So I think the Saints have a lot to look forward to. Obviously, the man of the hour, Dennis Allen. We got to see how he can lead these troops. But hey, we got Clint Kubiak.
Mm-hmm.
Marcus May, he went out the door. We're going to see how Jordan Howden improves in his second year as he gets the role if we don't sign Justin Simmons or somebody like that. So, Jerry, I
Mm-hmm.
got a question. How,
What's
like, if the Saints improve to what we think they can be, how scary, I guess, do you think we can be?
I think it's going to be real scary
Yep.
because I was hearing something the other day. They're talking about we finishing dead last, and I looked at it and I'm like, mm-mm. And you gonna put us at 30 in power rankings? Get out of here.
Yeah. Are the Saints a top 10 team? No, they're not. Are they
Maybe a
a
20
top?
top 20 team, maybe, but
Yeah.
it's gonna be a minute for us when we get top 10. I mean, because you look at these top guys right now, like Kansas City, of course, San Francisco, Baltimore. Hopefully Buffalo. After they got rid of Diggs, now he down there in Houston. Now it could be Houston. So
Yeah, I mean, look, so this is how I look and see how a team's good or not. It's like how that team's run. Like we can look on a team, like we can look at a team on paper and say, yeah, they should win like 10 games at least. But how will it? Like, look, here's why you don't look at stats too often. Um, so hear me out, right? I know this. I'm about to say a basketball reference, but here's why you don't look up stats all the time. It's because the Knicks played the Pacers the other night. I believe the Pacers had 14 offensive rebounds, while the Knicks had 12, but five of them came in the final few minutes. And I think you can say the same thing for Derek Carr. Um, Derek Carr, he had a great run at the end of last season. So I think if Derek Carr improves from how he finished the last season's campaign, and if he improves into being at least like maybe even a top 15 quarterback at the most, I think this team could be good. Now we gotta see, how Spencer Rattler, like if let's say Carr doesn't do well, we gotta see if Rattler can take the reins. Um, the Saints, I feel like, will definitely be a scary football team if they can get all of the things right. Um, Jerry, I got a question. So, if Derek Carr improves from his last campaign to this one, how good? Like, do you think he could be a potential top 15, maybe a top 12, top 20 quarterback? How good do you think he could be with
I'd
this
say it'd
team?
be a top 20 right now. Last year when he made his first year, until the very end, at the very end of the season, I gotta go, between 10, 15 or 20. I have to.
Yeah, yeah, Derek Carr. Look,
Oh, the
I was
reason why,
one.
because with our offensive line that was struggling last year, and now we got Fuaga in the draft and a few others. I mean, I think he gonna get a lot better in months to come.
Yeah. Um, like I said, Derek Carr, it all falls on him. Like you can have a great team around him, but just like that 2022 season, right, where our defense is balling out. Everybody else is balling out. But the reason why we weren't good was because of Dennis Allen and Andy Dalton. It always
Yeah.
falls on the coach. It always falls on the coach and the quarterback. Um, Sometimes one or the other. And you know why? Saints fans were so ready to get rid of Sean Payton. But one thing you can't deny is Sean Payton brought everything to New Orleans. He brought Drew Brees here. He brought, he brought basically the entire scheme, and he brought that Super Bowl here. So a lot of people are saying, well, he's a traitor. I don't look at him as a traitor. I just look at him as a guy who just needed a change. And I feel like everybody needs a change. Like if you work at like a job, eventually you're gonna need a change. Um,
Definitely.
so yeah, I feel like Sean Payton gets a little bit more hate than he deserves. Did he leave
Well,
in the right way? I wouldn't say that, but I feel like he just needed a change. How do you feel about Sean Payton leaving the team a couple years ago?
think about it, because we playing Denver this year in New Orleans, and that's the return of Sean Payton. So I don't know what kind of reception he'll get, as the Broncos coach. But after all you just said, uh, reviving that Saints team, won a Super Bowl, brought in Drew Brees, everything you said. But now you're looking. Now this is 2024, and we playing them this year. So it's going to be very interesting. I don't know what kind of reception Sean Payne going to get from the Who Dat Nation when Denver come to town.
Yeah.
Depending
All
on
right.
that depends on what the schedule will look like next week. Because the schedule was supposed to be Thursday night, but they pushed it to next Wednesday night. So I got no issue with that.
Yeah, like you had ever since February to come out with a schedule, and now all of a sudden we're always like, all right, Thursday we got to see we play from week 1, week 2, week 7, and now we gotta wait like an extra few days. Nah, bro. Nah, man. I waited since the Super
We
Bowl
need
to
we
watch
need to
the
do it
division.
now. Okay, we can't sit here for days and just
Yeah, bro.
see who we
Like we're
playing.
gonna make these like people like it's hard to predict like a schedule. Like yeah, you can predict like wins and losses, but what you can do, you cannot predict a schedule because these people will put a Colts Broncos, Russell Wilson versus Matt Ryan game on Thursday night, and then they'll put a Ravens Steelers AFC North matchup back when the two teams were actually good or like capable of playing each other, and they'll put that game on a Sunday afternoon. So you can never predict an NFL schedule. They'll probably put
You
a
can't.
freaking Panthers Bears game on Sunday night. But
Mm.
yeah, that's gonna do with this stream, folks. Jerry, you got any last words?
Well, I do have one more, Mike. I was looking at something earlier today. How do you feel about? Because every year the NFL always have Christmas Day games like on Fox and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know ESPN, CBS, and
Yeah.
sometimes NBC. But they
Mm-hmm.
said it might be a potential that they might broadcast them games on Netflix. And I look at it and I'm like, are you serious? I mean, dude, you always gonna have a Christmas Day. Man, like in Thanksgiving, same example. You may have because Detroit and Dallas do play on Thanksgiving. Like always, there's been that for years. That's traditional. But why you want to put Christmas game, Christmas Day games on Netflix when you got Fox to do it, or NBC to do it, or ESPN or ABC to do it, or CBS? Why? I'm just curious.
Yeah, at that point, just don't have a game. Like, look, I understand that they're trying to get money and stuff,
I
but
get it. And
like,
like
bro,
last year they had like last year, like back in January, they had the Chiefs and the Dolphins on Peacock. And
yeah,
I'm like,
bro,
really?
like
Okay,
first
okay.
you have,
We had one game that was on NBC. I think it was, if I'm correct, I think it was Pittsburgh and Cleveland. And that was on NBC. But then you're gonna have Kansas City and and Miami
oh, it was Cleveland
on
and
Peacock?
Houston.
Huh?
It was Cleveland and Houston that was on NBC.
Oh yeah. That's what it was. I'm thinking the final. I'm thinking the final week of the regular season. I don't know, but you're right. You're right. I just
Yeah,
think that's bogus to me.
yeah. First you got Thursday games being on Amazon, then you freaking got games on Peacock, then you got games on Netflix now. What's next? Is there gonna be a game on Water Doodle? If that's even a thing?
Something.
At that point, just put a game on demand or something and just flip it on wherever you want. I don't know. But like I said, that's gonna end it for today. I had to do a quick show because I got a life. All right, so Jerry, where can they find you?
Find me at Jerry G. You'll see the Saints logo on the side. You can't miss it.
You can also find me at Hurricane Mike, and I'm out. Who that?
For life.